I hope you guys are staying active, staying blessed, just staying beautiful. Stay beautiful, guys. So welcome back to another video. If you're one of my old supporters, I just want to say thank you for supporting this journey and just follow me as I get along. And if you just started following me, I want you to hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell so you can follow and see when I post something. Yeah, you haven't missed much, but just go back and watch all my other videos. So as you can see the title of this video that I'm gonna do now, I just want you guys to, it's kind of an emotional topic, and I just want to say many people struggle with it, and we're just gonna get into it right now because I know a lot of people has been asking me to do this video, so I'm just gonna head right into it and do this video. So obviously mental health, I'm gonna drop in some stats and stuff because I don't want to give you guys any false information. So we're gonna drop in some stats like how many people in the UK worldwide that suffers from mental health. We're gonna drop that in so you have some stats to know that this is serious. It's something that affects a lot of people. And I know mental health, not everybody want to talk about their mental health because they're so scared that someone is gonna judge them. They're so scared that they're gonna be belittled. They're gonna, you know, sometimes when someone come to you and they're like, oh, I feel depressed, people be like, why are you depressed? You got life, why are you depressed? Like, why are you out here depressed? People have those tendency to come at people, be like, oh, you've got a job, why should you be depressed? You're getting money, why should you be depressed? Sometimes in life you could have it all together. I'm just gonna tell you this, you can have it all together and you still fall into depression. Mental health, it doesn't pick and choose who it wants to affect. You could be a little girl, a little boy out there, a grown woman, a grown man. It doesn't pick and choose. Like, it doesn't skip me and then jumps to you and affect you. We all struggle from a bit of mental health from time to time. We all struggle. Like, people need to really sit there and understand how people actually feel. People are out here and they're hurting. I know since this pandemic and stuff has hit, plenty of people have fallen into deep depression. Like, they fall into depression. There's so much different mental illness that affects people. You have bipolar, people be here now, they'll be so nice to you and this minute they switch up. Sometimes they literally have no control over these mental health conditions. It just affects them at different times, and mental health could be affecting you today and you don't even know because you're so scared to open up and tell a person that I am low today. Sometimes it's good if you find that one friend that you can confide in, you can tell them about your mental health. You can just open up because it's good to have that one person to listen and just be there for you, be that backbone, because we all need somebody sometimes. I know plenty of times we feel and think we can do this on our own, but sometimes we need that one person in the background just saying, you got this, you got this. Because from personal experience, I never really thought I struggled with any depression or anything, because I'm that type of person. Today I'll feel down and I'm like, girl, get back up. You need to get back on it again. But not everybody is like that. Some people, they fall into mental health and they never come back out. And we as friends and family around, we need to be there for these persons. We can't just shut them out because they're going through a crisis. We need to be there for them. Sometimes us ourselves, we don't understand the depths of mental health ourselves. People are out here, they're hurting, they don't have a job, they don't have family, they don't have people that care about them. These are the things that sometimes run people down into depression. They develop mental health conditions, psychosis, all these things, because the things we want in life doesn't always come at the same time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes you want a job, it's a mile away and you're struggling to get there and you can't get there because there's things that are holding you down. There's days when I know people, they don't even want to get out of bed, because if they get out of bed, it's like I got out of bed and I don't know what the next step I'm gonna take. What's the next step today? And it's a cycle for people. Sometimes you wake up, it's the same thing. You wake up, you have your breakfast, and there's no other option. There's no option for you. There's no other room for you to go. You can't. You're in that one place. It's as if you're in solitary, in prison. You're just in that one place, and sometimes it's just the mind. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're stuck in your head and you just can't get out of your head. Sometimes people sit down and they criticize and they say mental health is not real. People out here is just claiming mental health because they want to get by, they want to get stuff. Mental health is real, and when it does affect you, you will know. You will know that this is a mental health crisis, a mental health condition that you're facing. I've seen people around me, they've gone through it and they've been depressed. You just want to be that one friend. I'm telling you, just want to be that one friend. Even if it's a hug, even if it's a text, send that text message. That could be that one text message that saves somebody's life, because you don't know how far gone they are. And that one message. This is why when I was growing up, I was raised to when you're going on the street, it's so different in this country, because I was raised in Jamaica. And when I was raised in Jamaica and I was growing up, I was always told, always be mannerable to people on that street. I know you say good morning, good evening, good night, because sometimes that one good morning you've said it to somebody, it changed their life. Somebody has spoken to me. Somebody has recognized that I am here. Do you understand? Sometimes you're there and you feel like the whole world is against you, and sometimes that one word, it has given that person the ability, the drive to carry on. I'm not gonna preach to you guys today, but I'm just saying, sometimes send a text to your loved one, send a text to that friend. Sometimes even I might not even speak to people for years and years, but if you message me and you say to me, I'm going through something, I'm that person. I'm gonna be there for you, because sometimes you don't know how far gone, as I said, you don't know how far gone these people they have gotten. They could be at the end, and just that one little ounce of care, that little sign of someone caring about them has brought them back. You don't know what your presence can be for somebody's life, and same way it can be good and it can be bad. Sometimes you've got friends in your life that they could be the ones causing you the depression. They could be doing things to you that is causing you depression. And it's just sometimes the way you are far in deep, you don't realize and you don't understand that these are the person that is here that is causing your storm. I'm just gonna let you guys know, like, mental health, it's a thing. And the moment you sit there and you recognize that people actually struggle from this condition, and one thing I'm gonna tell you, people, anyone out there that you're suffering from mental health, you're struggling, don't be afraid to cry. Sometimes it's just that tears that you shed that has released everything. It has taken away that stress. Sometimes I'm at home, I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like I've had it up to my neck. And I just sit there and I put my head underneath my blanket and I just cry. I just let it all out. And I feel better. I'm telling you, sometimes even if you can't cry, I'm gonna tell you, write it down. Sometimes writing stuff down, write it down, throw that paper away. When you write it down and throw it away, it's not affecting you. Write it down, get down on your knees and pray, because prayers move mountains. I'm gonna tell you, it moves mountains. I don't know who don't believe in God. Whatever God you believe in, pray. Go down on your knees and pray, because God's out there and he's watching. He's listening to all your hurt. He's listening. Even if you felt for one slight instance he's not listening, he's listening. There's people out here that care about you. They care about you. Take one step back and let them in. I know sometimes it might have been so much for you to handle, but let them in. Let them take some of that pain. Let them take some of that burden away. Because when you vent, you uplift this burden. It helps. Even people that are out there, we see them, they're driving this expensive car. They've got this big job. They've got it all figured out. But they're lonely. Deep down, there's this emptiness. And when that emptiness sucks you in, no matter how successful you could be, that emptiness brings depression. You're depressed. You don't know where to turn to. You can't turn to an auntie. You can't turn to a mother. You can't turn to nobody. I can tell you, I got depressed. A few weeks ago, I've never been depressed before. I've never actually gone through depression. I don't know if I've gone through it. Maybe I was too young to understand that I was actually being depressed. I felt depressed. But a few weeks ago, I was there and I was just sitting down. I'm just thinking, I'm looking at my life. And certain things in your life will affect you. Say, for instance, you get to a certain age and you felt like, I should have been somewhere. I should have accomplished something by now. You get to like 25, 26, whatever age it might be. Because as human beings, I'm going to tell you, we set targets for ourselves. Sometimes we don't talk about it, but we set these targets for ourselves. And then when we don't live up to these targets that we've set in our head for ourselves, it makes you so depressed. And these are the things that brings us down into depression. But I want to tell you guys, you're not alone. You're not alone. We're here and we're going to stand united. We're going to tackle this mental health together. We're going to tackle this mental health together because we stand united. I know people... And as I'm saying, I was here a few weeks ago and I got so depressed. I felt like I was so alone. And I'm not gonna lie, I've got a job. I work and I go to work almost every day. And I come home, I've got a home that I can lay my head. And I felt like all of this, but the things I want is not there. Sometimes you got it all, but the people, the things you want in your life is just not there. And I broke down into tears. I felt like I was so far in. Honestly, I wanted to leave my job. I didn't want to do my job no more. I felt like everything was just getting on top of me. It was getting the best of me. Because there were certain things in my life that I haven't dealt with since I was younger. And then it has its time when it plays on me. And then I just break down into tears. I just break down into tears. And I'm going to tell you, you're not alone. Crying sometimes might be the only answer. Praying might just be the only answer. But I'm going to tell you guys today, don't feel alone. Don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I know plenty of people, they're out there and they feel like there's there's not gonna be a tomorrow. There's not gonna be that job for them to do. There's not gonna be that wife. There's not gonna be that husband. There's not gonna be that child. And they're depressed and they're hurting. But listen, you're not alone. We stand together and we're united. Mental health is not a joke. Take it serious today, guys. Take it serious. And as I said, call a friend, text your mom, text everybody. They could be hurting and we don't know because they don't tell you. Sometimes it's because we're not asking those questions. How are you today? What's going on in your life? Talk to me. We're not asking the right questions. And then when things happen, we're like, if I knew. If I knew. These times it's too late. We need to be asking the right questions. We need to be saying to our friends, how are you? Is there anything I can possibly do to help you, to make you feel better, to take away some of this stress from you? We need to ask the right questions, because that question, it opens up doors. It just open rooms and spaces for communication. It opens rooms to channel that conversation, that dark conversation that's in the back of our minds that we can't talk about, that we feel like no one cared. We feel like no one wants to listen to us, because in our head, oh, I don't want to bombard no one with my dilemma. I don't want to leave my burden on other people. Sometimes ask the right questions. When we ask the right questions, we get the answers we're looking for, and we're able to help someone. Just help someone come out of that dark place that they're in. Support each other. Support goes a long way. Be there for your friends, because sometimes all they need is that one person in the back saying, keep going, you're doing well. Even when you felt like you haven't done nothing well in your life, that one person keeps reminding you, you've done well, keep going. Even the littlest things that you do, even if you feel like, oh, I've not done nothing, somebody out there recognize that you've done something good. Be kind to yourselves. Love yourselves. Sometimes if it's even, be mindful, do some mindfulness things. Go out for a little walk. Do a little face mask. Go out with your friends. Have a little chat on the phone. Don't stay alone enclosed and go through your depression alone. We're here. We're here to support you. There's loads of links and different websites, and I'll pop a few down in the description below. There's loads of links and websites, and they're free. Contact them, speak to them, and I'm here for a listening ear as well. Even if I can't do much, all I can do is listen. I'm here. Just use the resources that are out there and help yourselves. Mental health is not a joke. It doesn't affect just me, it affects a lot of us. And it doesn't just pick and choose when it wants to affect us. Anytime it will affect us. Be mindful of these things and support a friend. So alright guys, like, comment and subscribe. And stay tuned for my next video. I know this one was a lot to take in, but I just want you guys to like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these videos and things like this, just leave your comments in the boxes below, and obviously we'll keep giving you what sort of stuff you guys like. Just comment and let me know what sort of videos you want me to do, and we'll do that. Love you guys.